Hey, what's up guys, Mithyc here, and today I am back again with another Medieval 2 tutorial. And I know it's been a little while since I made the Aztec video, but today we're going to be learning how to unlock the Saxons, and this is completely compatible with the Aztecs too. Trust me. So, one thing I want to say is I was really lazy, and so I pretty much didn't make a good Christmas video. I also didn't make a New Year's video. And I've had tons of chances to upload where I just really didn't. So yeah. Well, let's get into the tutorial. So the first thing you want to do is well, you want to get out of Medieval 2 and go to your files. So if you watch my other tutorial, you should know how to get to your your campaign. So pretty much you go to your thing, you go to Program Files x86, Steam, you go to Steam Apps, Common, and you want to go to Medieval 2. Then you want to go to Data, scroll down and find World, Maps, Campaign, and Imperial Campaign. If I'm going too fast, if I was going too fast, you can always like slow the video down. But anyway, here we go. So DSCR_strat. So when you go into this, the Saxons you can't see, they aren't here. They aren't even in the non-playable. So what you're going to want to do is enter tab, and you're going to write Saxons. Alright, so you're going to file, save that. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go back to campaign here. You want to go to Norman prologue. So what you do is you go to DSCR_strat for them. So you got these. So pretty much we're going to scroll down till we find, here are the, okay, this is, who are these guys? Scotland. We don't want Scotland. So we're going to go down. Here are the Saxons. So there's the Saxons. Under that, do we have the Normans? We have the Normans. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. We're going to just scroll down with this big thing, and pretty much we're gonna right click, copy, then we're gonna go back to our other DSCR_strat. So this one, we're gonna replace England and put in Normans, and we're gonna go down here to below all of the resources, and we are going to so pretty much we got to delete the England one because England is completely gone. So you're going to scroll down again all the way to here. You're going to delete. So obviously you should make a backup. I probably should have said this. I'll probably add something at the beginning, but yeah, so what you're going to now do is you're going to right-click, paste. And so here you are. Here's all of the Normans and Saxon stuff. Now let's make sure there's perfect spaces. So this, yeah. We're going to go past the Normans. We got to make sure nothing's wrong. So yeah, we got good spacing. If you want to make sure that you've done spacing right, look at how another faction transitions into another faction. So there's two spaces. So actually, we need to go up here and add 2 spaces between, and there we go. So now we're going to save, and let's boot up the game and see what happens. Alright, so we're in the game, we're going to go see it, and now we have the Saxons and the Normans. So let's go in as the Saxons and see what happens. Let's hope it works, hope it doesn't crash. Alright, success. So if we toggle 4, boom, we got Saxons, and over here we have the Normans. Now, one thing about these is they're slightly, well, let's say overpowered. So they start with things like the blacksmith and the drill square, and like City Watch, mining network, armor, stuff like that, and irrigation. It does say the Aztecs have been destroyed. Don't worry about that. I must have like messed something with code, but the Aztecs are good. So, if you're the Saxons, you probably don't want this.
I am neither your concern,
So we're gonna leave the game open, and we're
neither
gonna
your
do
concern nor your
the
subject.
show underscore cursor stat. Okay, so 10, 6, 133. So we're gonna Alt Tab. We're gonna go back to the DSCR underscore strat. Let's close these two. Should wait. Yeah, we're gonna close this one, and then this one. So what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna try to knock down his army a little, because if you're the Saxon player, you don't want this to happen. So we're gonna probably cut out, say, 4 units of these mailed knights. So you're gonna scroll over them, delete, make sure there's spaces. Probably gonna not want all those armored sergeants. So we're gonna take out 3 armored sergeants, and then 2 archer militia. So that's a decent sized force. Now we're gonna go back into the game, and yeah, so 106, 133. So we're gonna do this, and then move this to 106 and 133. So we want to do this something similar with Rufus. So we're going to keep him at 107, and we're going to move him to 134. Now let's file, save. Okay, yep. I'm going to reload the game. Alright, so everything succeeded. The Normans have this little force here. It's not the worst. It's not the best. They got Rufus. William's hiding in the trees, which is why we couldn't see him as the Saxons. If you wanted, you could delete or move the Norman assassin, as it's kind of OP, but to be fair, I don't really care that much, so yeah. You got your little Norman navy over here. Now you can do whatever you want to that. So yeah. So pretty much this is the base thing. Now here's what we gotta fix. So these guys all start with armorers and earls' stables and gunsmiths, and this isn't right. Also, 10,000's an awful lot of money. So we gotta go back into the files again, because what else would we do? Alright, so back in the files, we are on the hunt. So now we've got to find pretty much the people we're looking for. So we should go up to Saxons. So the issue I had with the Aztecs was I hadn't removed the undiscovered thing yet. As long as you remove it, everything will be completely fine. So here we got all the like smith armor, stuff like that. The huge stuff. So pretty much what we gotta do is, and Normans don't help either, but if you want to do something, you can do the, bring the Normans down to 6,000 to kind of balance out the stuff. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a regular faction. So we're gonna take what a regular city would have. So we're gonna do this, go up to building, Control C, and then we're gonna go up to London, and we're gonna pretty much do this. So now London has, London did have a stone wall historically, so we're gonna be leaving that in. But they got a town guard, a bunch of stuff. So yeah. So now we're gonna find what a normal castle has at the start of the game. So we got Paris, Marseille, and now Angers. Angers, is that a it is a town. We don't want that. We want to find a castle. So this is Frankfurt, Nuremberg, Staffen, Settlement Castle. So very small stuff. Now granted, we want to find a bigger castle, so Innsbruck. So we're going to take this, we're going to copy, and now we're going to go up to Nottingham. I do this by doing Control F, if you want to know how to find all that stuff. So Control F, Nottingham, and I go up to find next. So then we're going to pretty much take the majority of this stuff and Control V it. So here we go. This is just all balancing stuff. File save. Saxons have a decent amount of money for their start. And final thing, con. So one thing, we're just going to go ahead and flat out take out the stables. The armor, too. We're going to let them build all the stuff. The gunsmith, definitely. Don't need that. We're going to put a +1 by this. And we're going to just we're going to put a practice range in there. So we're going to go up to this. Missiles bowyer. Same thing. Oh, another thing is we want to make sure this is by here. So you want to make sure none of those are out. You got to make sure everything is perfect. So now that we have a missiles bowyer, we can pretty much go to here. And now you got a missiles bowyer. Catapults, bit too OP. And now that is some balancing. So let's pop in as the other people and let us see if this works. Alright, so we're going to go in as the Normans first, because they're the ones that got the most edits, I think. So we jump in, and, yeah, a lot of their stuff. So, like, they don't have the ballista, they have a bowyer, meaning they can only make peasant archers. They can still make stuff. The barracks is a little high, so, they can make some decent troops, but what we can do is, again, jump in the files and fix that. So, yeah, we're in the files again. So pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to go to mustering hall. Control, copy. And we're going to go down to con. And we can pretty much find the barracks. Replace. We've got to go down, enter, tab, building. Because we need the building. So, we're going to do this one more time. And if it works in the Normans, that means it works in the Saxons. Or else the game wouldn't start. Well, the campaign game wouldn't start. So, that's one easy way to check your stuff. So if it works with the Saxons, it works with the Normans. If it works with the Normans, it works with the Saxons. So boom, we're in. Yeah. City, yep. It's pretty much the thing. So okay. So Normans are pretty much like regular England, with like one special troop looking thing. It has like a different look than regular. But that's completely fine. One thing that you have to worry about when you're playing the Saxons is they weren't made for going into a late campaign. So with Saxons, you can't build cavalry, which is horrible. I mean, early game, they're fine, because they have very good anti-cavalry, like very strong Thanes, which Thanes aren't a unit you see every day. You also have Huskarls, which you can only see from these guys, but they're special Huskarls. They're good anti-cav. They can only go up to peasant archers, which is another thing. Early game, That's good, but not late game. Now, if you are someone who can get very big and strong early game, you won't have an issue with archers, as you can recruit mercenary crossbows, and they're good pretty much throughout the game, so yeah. You can also get mercenary cavalry later, so yeah. Really, it's up to you. Another small glitch which you can't really fix is the fact that Harold Godwinson likes to change his banner. So, you know, he's a peasant spearman right now. Oh, and you gotta press space to make the Saxon turn go.
If you want to refer to them,
You even get missions as these factions. So, you know, he's still a peasant. And now, yeah, factions will act with you like you were a regular faction too, so that's pretty much nice. So yeah, this is how to make Saxons and Normans along with Aztecs. Remember, as long as you've got the Aztec, if you followed my other tutorial, the Aztecs would be completely fine. So yeah, if we can get this video up to 10 likes, we're going to be doing the Mongols and the Timurids next. And that's going to be really fun. So I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Mithyc out.